Hi there. I was kind of struggling to figure out what I was going to do for a video today. Um, so I just decided I would just talk to you guys about some of my favorite pickups in 2023. 2023 is coming to a close, if you can believe it. And I just thought I'd talk about some of my favorite things that I've purchased this year. So I've got several items to go through, I think. Yeah, we've got a couple items to go through. I'm going to start with the largest one, just get it out of the way. This should come as no surprise. This is the Texas Instruments TI-99. Genuinely, this is so cool to own. I am a big vintage computer fan. This is actually my first one. I've never bit the bullet on any other one. This actually had the box. If you remember, I did an unboxing video with this featured in it. So I've got the box. I didn't bring the box down to the office studio. But I just brought the computer. So you can see, right there's the cartridge slot, and then the keyboard, which actually is quite a nice keyboard for ASMR. Isn't that nice? Anyways, see, I have not tested it yet. I don't have the cables for it, but just owning it is just so cool. It looks great, and I generally like this aluminum. This is actually aluminum here, I think, or some kind of metal. I love this design. It's fantastic. All right, I'll set that down. We'll move on to the smaller stuff. I guess we can do consoles first, so we'll start with that one. The next one I'm quite a fan of is, I also did an unboxing video on this. This is my Palkia Dialga limited edition DS Lite. This was made for Diamond and Pearl. And if you remember, this had a couple issues. It still does. It doesn't power on, unfortunately. But I got the screws back in, at least. It was missing screws and things like that, and the battery cover had the screw gone. So I replaced that, put all the screws back in. So right now it's just a display piece in the game room. I intend on fixing it at some point, just haven't gotten around to it. Oh, and the L and R buttons were off, but I fixed those. But yeah, genuinely, this is actually, I really like this design. Not the biggest Diamond and Pearl fan, I'm sorry. But genuinely, this is a nice design on this DS Lite. It looks great, and one of my collecting goals is actually to own all of the limited edition Pokemon consoles, which is probably impossible because there's so many and they keep making them. But genuinely, this is a really nice design. I own two others. I own the Pokemon White DSi, and I own the yellow Pikachu DS Lite. So this was the third one I bought, and genuinely it's really cool. I couldn't include the other two because I did not buy this in 2023. Let's move on. Set that over here. The last console I'd like to go over is a bit of a rare one. This is the Nokia EGauge. This is the QD model. This is like the Nokia EGauge that they made after the original, so it's like the redesign. And this one has issues. It doesn't turn on. It kind of goes like the loading screen and then it just shuts off or restarts. This is really just another display piece. But what this was a handheld gaming device and also a cell phone. Failed console. I mean, it really did not take off. But the thing is, this thing had a lot of support from like third parties, and it flopped. I mean, it was bad. But it is really cool to own a real one. It does have issues. I can see about fixing them. I'm not so sure though how I'm going to be able to do that. I can figure it out, but genuinely really cool to own it. I also did an unboxing video with this in it. Cool to have this. There's actually an EGauge game in here. I guess we'll go over that next. But that's actually all the consoles. Some of my favorite consoles I bought this year. Can't include the PS5 because I bought the PS5 last year. Let's go over to the EGauge game I bought this year that I'm very proud of. We'll just actually down the stack a little bit. Here it is. Okay, set that back. Okay. So, this one, quite proud of this one. This is, there's a bit of glare on there. There we go. The Elder Scrolls Travels Shadow Key. One of the rarest EGauge games. Definitely the rarest I own. I only have 4. But this is a very rare, very pricey. I've paid a lot for this. And the saddest part is about this, I didn't realize this when I was buying it, because I just kind of put a bid on it before looking at all the pictures, because the bid was insanely low. It did get run up quite a bit, but there was no manual. It broke my heart. And of course there's no going back on the bid, but you know, at least the game's there. The game is there. I'll get the manual at some point. But like I said, the EGauge had like, let's see if I can close this without being too loud. That was probably way too loud. The EGauge had a ton of support. I mean, they had an Elder Scrolls game on there. They had Tom Clancy games. They had Sonic was on it. Super Monkey Ball was on there. I just had a ton of support. It just flopped hard. I mean, it really did. But the Elder Scrolls Travel Shadow Key is, I think, I could be wrong about this, but it's one of the most expensive games on the console. I think the most expensive is actually Civilization. Like the Sid Meier's games, it's like, but it's just called Civilization. I think that one's the most expensive. This one doesn't even touch that one. But this one, it's really cool to own this. I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan. So yeah, really cool to own this. Just a shame there's no manual. Let's move on. So these next 2 games I bought a lot. And that is Goldeneye 007 and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time for the N64. Didn't have Goldeneye. I needed this one. Actually, it's a good time to show. I put these aftermarket end labels in there. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but it's a cheap way to just put them on the shelf without having to worry about them. So I'm not a huge fan of those. I'd like to get those boxes that like those I think call them 8-bit boxes. I think that's what the company's called, but one of the aftermarket like cases for them. But those are wildly expensive. Well, not really wildly, but for the amount of games I have, it would add up. But for now, it's these end labels. But anyways, I needed Goldeneye. Did not have this one. My nose is itchy. And Ocarina of Time I actually already had. But I had a reproduction label on it, so I wanted to get one with an authentic label, and I did. Pretty good price on these too. And Goldeneye's in really good condition. I mean, the label's like perfect. I don't know if you can see that, but the label's like pretty much perfect. And the Zelda one is not perfect. There's a couple scratches on it. You can see the scratches on there, but it is still in really good condition. The cartridges are in great shape. This Goldeneye's mint, like mint. Zelda not so much, just a couple scuffs in the back, but genuinely great to own these. Great to have an authentic copy of Ocarina of Time. Actually, my copy was authentic, but it was just a reproduction label. So about some other things. This one, another 2 games, not a lot. This is Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc and Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, both on PS Vita. Really great to own these because I'm actually a huge Danganronpa fan. I actually played it on PS4 on the trilogy thing. Have not played Despair Girls yet. I did play and beat Trigger Happy Havoc on PS4. Loved it. Great game. But I really wanted to check out Ultra Despair Girls. Also need to play 3. I only played 1 and 2. But if some of you may know that Vita games are absolutely ridiculously priced now. So I was really happy to get these before they imploded. Like Vita games are insane right now. These were not cheap to buy both of them at the same time, but it was cheaper than getting them separately. So I figured, why not? I actually already have Danganronpa 2 on the Vita. I bought that I think 2021 or 2022. I bought that. I do have a Vita. That's the second edition one, the one without the OLED screen. I do have that one. So I'm probably going to play Despair Girls on the Vita. I can play it on PS4. but I just really want to play the Vita version, and this one is just for collection purposes because I already played it. Sorry if you can hear my cat trying to get in the office. Don't know which one that is. Okay, let's talk about this one. Just get this out here. Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. We all saw me unbox this. And man, this is a great game. Great game. Absolutely beautiful visuals. I mean, it runs great on Switch. It's very creative in terms of like the new mechanics from Breath of the Wild. Seriously, great game. It's probably being chroma keyed with the green screen. I apologize for that, but I love the artwork on this too. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Definitely being chroma keyed. Yeah, if I'm lucky, it's not, but I'm probably not. Anyways, genuinely great game. If you haven't played it yet, check it out. I was a little concerned with the price increase. This is a $70 game. I felt when it was coming out, I was like, really, they're making it $70? I get that for PS5 and Xbox Series X games, but for Switch games, I mean, this is old hardware at this point. Like, I get the price increase for those because it's taking more to create the games. This is 6-year-old hardware at this point. But after playing it, no, this is worth $70. I don't care what anyone says. It's worth it. This next one's a bit of an odd one. So, this is the Game Boy Player Startup Disc. There we go, that's better. This is a Game Boy Player Startup Disc. But I didn't buy this, the disc, in 2023. I only bought... here's the case for it. This is what I bought several years ago, actually. I only bought the slipcover. And the reason that this was one of my favorite pickups was because I genuinely have been looking for this slipcover for years. I owned the case, the manual, and the disc, and the player, obviously, for several years before I found this for a good price. Just to find this at all, I was looking for the slipcover only for the longest time, and none would come up. Like, none. Because, obviously, if you all know, GameCube games, including this, have skyrocketed. Like, skyrocketed. And most people, when you see them selling the slipcover, it comes with everything else. And I didn't need everything else. I just needed the slipcover. So finally I found it. I think I literally paid like $55 for the slipcover, which is a lot for cardboard. Don't get me wrong, I've spent more, don't worry. I've spent more than that on cardboard. I don't like admitting that, but I had to jump on it because I'm like, I'm never gonna find this again, at least not for another several years. So I bought it. You can see the artwork there. And, yeah, the slipcover's and it's also not in perfect condition, unfortunately. You can see it's slightly, I don't know if it's camera's picking that up. It's actually creased, and this corner's a little dinged up. I don't even know if the camera's picking that up. I think it's too bright. But yeah, not in perfect condition, but it's nice to finally have this slipcover. Fills a huge gap in my collection. It I don't know why that fills a huge gap in my collection. It just does. It just really bothered me that I didn't have the slipcover for it. Let's talk about this. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. So this is a GameCube game that I actually had before 2023, but I sold it. And every time I sell a game, I regret it. So I've been looking to put this back into the collection. I finally did this year. Very happy to own it finally again. And actually, just recently, I think in my most recent unboxing video, I got the manual for it as well as the Nintendo Power insert. I actually had the unboxing video for this game recorded. I've bought in a lot with other GameCube games. Actually, it was a pretty decent lot for the price it was at. But I had this in a lot with I had this in an unboxing video. But actually, the footage was not good, so I actually didn't upload that one. The footage was terrible. I don't know what happened, but obviously it's the problem with doing the unboxing videos is that if you do them and the footage comes out bad or the audio comes out bad, I can't redo it. That's the problem with this. But it's only happened once, and I think that's kind of lucky. But yeah, Eternal Darkness: Sandy's Requiem. I mean, if you haven't played it, if go get it. If you can't afford it, play it on the emulator. Seriously, I mean, this game is great. It does a lot to mess with you. A lot of, like, it's literally like in the game, it's like sanity meter. As the sanity meter goes up, it does things to the game. It's I'm not gonna spoil it, but genuinely, it's a great game, and check it out. Actually, I played that for the first time on Twitch, on one of my Twitch streams. Good game. The last one I'd like to talk about, it's kind of a surprise for me. I bought this in February of 23, and this is Crisis. There we go. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. For those of you that don't know, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII is the prequel to Final Fantasy VII, and this game is genuinely amazing. So this is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII in the style of FF7 Remake. So it's like the kind of hack and slash RPG game. I don't know if the original was like that. I actually never played the original. The original was on PSP. But this remake, I mean, the graphics are beautiful. Genuinely an amazing game. And actually, the ending made me cry. It's been a really long time since the game has done that. But genuinely, I cried at the ending. I cried. It was just so sad. So, like, this is a great game, and I recommend you play it. If you like Final Fantasy, and if you like Final Fantasy VII, like, I really loved Final Fantasy VII Remake. I cannot wait for, Rebirth or Reborn, or after, whatever the new one's got that's coming out next year is called. I can't wait for that one. I can't remember what it's called. But FF7 Remake is actually my favorite PS4 game. So to play this on PS5, so good. So good. Actually, that is it, guys. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Again, sorry for my chair. It keeps making those awful noises. But genuinely, thank you all for watching. This has been some of my favorite pickups for 2023. I really enjoyed showing you all these. Actually, a good majority of these were in unboxing videos. So if you want, I've got an unboxing video playlist where I've unboxed almost. Did I unbox all of these? I don't think I did. No, I didn't unbox Elder Scrolls Travels. Is that really the only one? I don't think I unboxed Crisis Core either. Oh well, go check it out. I've got a playlist for all those. If I remember, I'll put it in the description. But if not, it's always my playlist tab on my channel. But seriously, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.